In today's video, I will be going over the brand new best way to level up your weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3. The thing with this is we have had like two different broken strategies that were good before Season 1. And now with the release of Season 1, we have had a nerf to one of them. Because one thing I will mention is the exfilling inside of Modern Warfare Zombies strategy is back. So if you want to level up your weapons, you can do that strategy. It's not as crazy as it was in the past, but it is pretty solid. And of course, another thing to mention is playing just the game overall on multiplayer, zombies, completing objectives, killing zombies in there, and playing Warzone will always be beneficial and pretty good. But in today's video, I want to show you a strategy that is really good, but it does have a few disadvantages with it because you do kind of end up losing all of your weapons because this strategy mainly takes place on Modern Warfare Zombies. So if you're a person who doesn't own Modern Warfare 3 and is looking up ways to level up their Warzone weapons, unfortunately this strategy is specifically for people that own Modern Warfare 3. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're brand new here, be sure to subscribe as it does really help out the YouTube channel. We're on the road to hitting 50,000 subscribers, so we're getting closer and closer every single day. Thank you all so much for that one. And also a like would be very much appreciated as that does really just help out the video and the channel. So if you want to help out, I would very much appreciate it. And anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so what the strategy is to level up your weapons a bit faster with this is you have to go to the Dark Ether. Now, the only disadvantage with going into the Dark Ether is it unfortunately requires you to do a bit of setting up since it is in the tier 2 location. And also on top of all of this, there is another big disadvantage with all of it, and that is you kind of lose your weapon. Because if you haven't completed the Dark Ether like myself, and I'm guessing a good chunk of you will also not have it completed, you have to fight a pretty difficult boss at the very end. One thing I will say is you do get half an hour inside of it. So you have to just go over to this Dark Ether portal, which if it doesn't show up for you, just remember to accept the Act 4 mission just in case, and then just accept to go in and you will be teleported. This will always essentially spawn in and you'll always be able to get in. Once you're inside the Dark Ether, there's a bit of even more disadvantages. As you can see, the map is all chaos and there is no like mystery box, perks, so that's why you'd want to set up before. But I decided to spawn in with some double weapon XP and I'm leveling up these pistols. And the reason this is an amazing spot to level up your weapons and just even get camos as well is because of the ridiculous amount of zombies that spawn in inside of this place. And what even makes it even better is there's like these pillars which are part of the Easter eggs slash the act. Oh, there we go, we already leveled it up. And you have to destroy those pillars, but to destroy those pillars you need to feed zombies into it. And the neat thing with it is the zombies just kind of end up spawning for a very long time instantly. I don't know if you're noticing, but there is there is a lot of zombies. I can't even keep up. But 3 out of the 4 pillars that are inside of this spawn in special zombies. So this pillar right here will be spawning in mimics. And if you didn't know, mimics, manglers, and disciples, after killing them, give you more XP. So that's already a huge positive in my opinion. Apart from obviously all the ridiculous amount of zombies and their XP, you can also just farm bosses, which I notice are the ones that spawn in the most consistently. There's one where there's just continuous manglers non-stop spawning in. So this is the place where you can get the mimics. I'm going to put that down because I want to actually activate the pillar. You need to have at least some zombies around you. And then from here, you can just farm the zombies. I don't know if staying in here is the best idea. So I'm going to go outside and just kind of run around the place and just, well, gather those kills. I'm running low on ammo. That's not good. Oh, level 9. And this is the pillar that you'd want to do. This one is the Napalm Burst pillar. I think that's what that's called. I always get them confused with their old names. Napalm Blast, Napalm Burst. Make up your mind. But the neat thing with this one is, there we go. Manglers spawn in and you can get a whole bunch of manglers. So if you also need to get like special kills, specifically mangler kills, even though the exfil one gives you a bunch of them, this one is really good as well. It just, they kind of get to a point where the zombies just slow down and it's just manglers. Now the way you just don't complete these seals and have the manglers and zombies keep spawning in is obviously you just don't go into the pillar. That's the basic idea of it, and you should be good. And level 11. I knew that would get us a good chunk of XP. Oh, level 12. Level 13. Okay, and here's how many like manglers you can actually end up getting spawned in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a 6th one, 6, 7, 8, probably up to like 10 manglers are currently spawned into my game, so you can bug it out a bit. I know that there's like there was a way to bug in a bunch of bosses in, so I guess this is one way to also do it. You just kind of force spawn them in, so it can become a bit overwhelming. I don't know if I would really recommend sticking around for that long, at least on this objective. I'm super close to finishing this seal off, so I might as well go finish it. But oh, there's level 14. I don't want to die. There is way too many manglers. They are really forcing me to finish it, so I think I am, because this is getting a bit crazy, if I do say so. Okay, we finished it. That was a whole bunch of manglers. That was way too many for me to handle. Now, the only seal that I don't know if I'd really recommend for weapon leveling up is this specific one, just because there isn't that many zombies that spawn in, so I'm just gonna leave that one for the very last. I'm gonna go over to the next one where there is just a bunch of disciples, so you know, that's not that bad. But it's been around 20 minutes and I've leveled up my weapon a good amount of levels, so that is pretty good. I'm just gonna stick it out until the very end, or at least try. If I die, I die. I still got a good few levels, and that's the whole idea with this. You will end up dying at some stage. But here, it's a very similar thing. Don't finish off the seal, run around, kill dogs, zombies, bosses. And the only bad thing with this one is the disciples obviously give more power to the zombies, so that's why I also don't really like this one. Manglers are pretty easy to deal with for the most part. Oh, level 15, 16. Look at me go. I'm leveling this thing up like crazy in the half an hour that you get in here. Again, I have double weapon XP on, but you know, not too bad with double weapon XP. Level 17. Look at me go. Okay, so I decided to complete this seal as well, just because the zombie spawn rate isn't that crazy. I do have 5 minutes left on the clock. I've leveled it up quite a lot. It's currently on 17, probably nearly 18. And one thing to note is, I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a storm that follows you around the place. That's essentially what's going to start getting slower and slower when you get lower and lower in time. So what I'm going to do is run around now and just kill zombies around the place, because that's another way that there's just a whole bunch of them. Already feels like there's more than there was at that objective itself. I'm just going to stick it out until the very end and see how much XP I get if I don't die. I feel like I will end up going down, but honestly, going from what, like levels, getting nearly like 10 levels in just half an hour is pretty solid if you ask me. Level 18. That might be one of my last levels, but still, that's pretty good. The beaches also seem to have a lot of zombies, so if you do kind of like struggle to find any, just run onto a random beach and you'll probably find a hefty amount of them. Okay, I have 5 seconds left on the clock. The storm is tiny. 1 second. And what happens when you run out of time? The storm just, I guess, closes in all the way. It's like battle royale. Oh no. No. But yeah, you can play out the game if you, I guess, maybe have a gas mask or can revive yourself over and over, but I don't. So I'm just gonna stay in here until the very end. I got nearly 1,000 zombie kills. That was pretty good. And there you go. Leveling up from level 6 all the way up to 18, which is nearly the max level for the Renetti, and just doing that for half an hour, which isn't that much time for leveling up your weapon fully. So yeah, that's it for the video. Hopefully they give some more insight on what to do. I really do recommend doing this. And how much do we get inside of? Almost halfway there to 19, which is pretty good. So just hop into the dark ether and do what I did. It's actually pretty effective. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.